Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for standing by for Li Auto's second quarter 2025 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in listen-only mode. Today's conference call is being recorded. I will now turn the call over to your host, Ms. Janet Zhang, Investor Relations Director of Li Auto. Please go ahead, Janet.
Thank you, Darcy. Good evening and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Li Auto's second quarter 2025 earnings conference call. The company's financial and operating results were published in a press release earlier today and are posted on the company's IR website. On today's call, we will have our Chairman and CEO, Mr. Xiang Li, and our CFO, Mr. Johnny Tie Li, to begin with prepared remarks. Our President, Mr. Donghui Ma, and CTO, Mr. Yan Xie, will join for the Q&A discussion. Before we continue, please be reminded that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements made under the safe harbor provisions of the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. As such, the company's actual results may be materially different from the views expressed today. Further information regarding risks and uncertainties is included in certain company filings with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong Limited. The company does not assume any obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required under applicable law. Please also note that Li Auto's earnings press release and this conference call include discussions of unaudited GAAP financial information as well as unaudited non-GAAP financial measures. Please refer to Li Auto's disclosure documents on the IR section of our website, which contain a reconciliation of the unaudited non-GAAP measures to comparable GAAP measures. Our CFO will start his remarks in Chinese. There will be English translation after he finishes all his remarks. With that, I will now turn the call over to our CEO, Mr. Xiang Li. Please go ahead.
大家好，我是李想，欢迎各位参加今天的业绩电话会议。2025年第二季度，我们共交付新车超过11万辆，实现收入人民币302亿元。根据中期研上险量数据，本季度理想汽车在20万元以上的中国新能源汽车市场占有率达到13.4%，蝉联中国汽车品牌销量首位。截止7月底，我们累计交付了超过136万辆汽车，感谢136万个家庭的认可，也感谢合作伙伴、股东以及所有我们共同成长的员工。4月份，我们推出了全新的理想 Mega Home。目前月销量在3000台左右，远超预期。理想 Mega 于去年3月发布以后，历经14个月，自今年5月起成为50万元以上 MPV 销量第一，自6月起成为60万元以上所有纯电车的销量冠军。这次成功，一方面彰显了公司上下快速识别问题、自我迭代的能力，另一方面也有力地证明了产品价值终将被市场和时间验证。R 系列方面，上半年我们完成了全系在售产品的智能换新。6月以来，受销售服务体系调整和市场因素的影响 ，L 系销量有所波动。尽管如此，6、7两月我们在20万元以上的新能源汽车市场依然位列前3。我们将继续发挥理想汽车在逆境中成长的能力，尽快完成销售体系调整，包括优化销售和交付的能力，建立全链路的营销体系。调动销售积极性，同时我们将聚焦价值、聚焦用户，更加有效地应对市场变化。7月29日，我们正式发布理想 i8， 并于8月20日开启交付。理想 i8 是理想汽车重新定义纯电 SUV， 并集成理想汽车最新创新成果于一体的作品，兼顾越野车的全能、豪华轿车的操控、MPV 的空间舒适等优势。其先锋造型也是用户选择理想 i8 的核心原因之一。很好地印证了我们通过正向研发创造独特用户价值的产品理念。作为重新定义纯电 SUV 的全新产品，理想 i8 发布以后，我们专注于逐步赢得用户口碑。我们很高兴看到理想 i8 的试驾满意度高达97%。随着用户深度体验产品，充分了解和感受产品价值，市场反应逐渐升温。自8月20日开启交付以来，首批用户对理想 i8 的用户体验给予了高度评价。 我们有信心到9月底累计交付超过8000辆的理想 i8，相信通过时间的验证，理想 i8 能够和理想 Mega 一样，成为走在价格带的纯电标杆产品。此外，我们的5座纯电 SUV 理想 i6 的上市筹备工作进展顺利，将于9月底上市并开启交付，进一步扩大我们的产品矩阵，满足更广泛用户的需求。配合纯电车型的推出，我们已经建成中国车企规模最大的补能体系。作为最近2年建站速度最快的车企，理想汽车致力于为纯电用户打造没有里程焦虑的用车体验。目前，我们的自建超充站已经超过3100座，配备超过1.7万根充电桩，其中高速超充站超过了1000座，覆盖中国最繁忙的9纵景横高速公路，平均间隔150公里就有1个座。城市超充站超过2100座，覆盖260座城市，1、2线城市平均3.5公里就有覆盖。我们有信心达成年底4000座的建站目标。在充电速度方面，我们的补能体系达到了行业领先水平。目前我们的充电桩均为250千瓦以上，其中4C 和5C 桩的占比超过61%。后续建站将全部采用4C 和5C 的充电桩，进一步提高我们补能体系的超充能力。此外，我们持续探索并构建汽车充电服务生态。6月，我们在常州上线了全国首座穿梭式超充站，和加油站的模式一样，不但支持人车分离，还能实现多车同时超充，让充电体验更加便捷高效。我们也已经在测试自动的充电机器人，希望未来能够重新定义智能的充电。我们坚持对研发的持续投入，以进一步巩固理想汽车在智能化领域的行业领先地位。我们坚信智能化将越来越成为用户购买决策的关键乃至首要因素，也将重构汽车生态，为出行带来革命性的变化。我们预计今年在人工智能上的投入超过60亿，用于基础设施以及产品的技术研发。8月20日，我们自研的 VLA 司机大模型和理想同学智能体随着理想 i8 的交付正式上线，其中 VLA 技术架构成为行业首个上车交付的，并将于9月中旬通过 OTA 部署到所有的 AB Max 车型。VLA 司机大模型结合空间、语言智能和行为策略，具备更加精准的空间感知能力、思维链的推理决策能力，像人类司机一样通过语言交流的能力，和路线 diffusion 生成及选择最佳路径的能力。通过采用更像人类智能的技术架构， VLA 司机大模型可以在防御驾驶、平稳舒适、3点掉头、连续任务、地库行驶等方面带来用户显著的体验提升，并能通过持续的强化学习，越来越懂用户偏好。同时，基于自研基座模型 MindGPT 的理想同学也从语音助手升级为理想同学智能体，其能力的提升极大拓展了车载服务的生态。比如，您可以用生活助手对接外卖 APP 完成到店取餐，自主调用车外摄像头和支付 APP 完成停车场扫码付费。理想同学的记忆能力不仅增加了工具的多样化，然后也使其更加情感化和个性化。未来我们将继续深耕人工智能技术，并利用研发成果不断推进产品的迭代进化。以车为载体，我们将致力于成为物理世界和数字世界的桥梁，将人工智能普惠到每一位用户。人工智能之外，我们的研发也聚焦电驱技术和5C 超充等核心环节。我们自研的驱动电机包含核心的碳化硅功率芯片，大幅优化了整车能耗及续航表现。另一项研发重点是5C 电池，我们自研了电芯和热管理系统，更好地支持超快充和长续航，从0充到80%都能保持300千瓦以上的高功率。此外，电池的寿命也表现出色，在超充模式下，1500个满充满放的循环后，电池的健康度仍然可以保持在80%以上，领先于行业。我们将继续借助自研优势，通过自研自制或技术自研、合资生产等方式构建产品竞争力，同时进一步优化生产成本。销售服务网络方面，通过近期的组织架构调整，我们致力于构建以门店为核心的用户运营能力， 提升终端销售转化能力，更好地传递品牌及产品价值。同时，我们将继续优化网络结构，扩大和升级在头部汽车城及商场的网络覆盖，并逐步在第一线城市增加门店数量，以触达更多的用户群。为了更好地支持纯电车型上市，我们今年的开店节奏整体较为前置。截止目前，理想汽车在全国150多个城市运营了约550家零售中心，门店数量较去年年底净增50家，全国的总展位数量也从去年的3700多个增加到4400多个。理想汽车在发展历程中一直坚持做男儿正确的事，从增程式的理想 ONE 和 L 系列，到5C 纯电的理想 Mega、理想 i8，无论面临怎样的挑战，我们创造更强技术和更好产品的初心永远不会改变。今年大家看到纯电的进步，包含理想 Mega Home 和理想 i8，之后我们将继续打造极致的增程和纯电产品，并深耕品牌建设。未来我们将继续以技术创新为驱动，持续引领行业变革。我们希望通过长期不懈的努力，为用户提供卓越科技、贴心服务和幸福陪伴。下面有请我们的 CFO 李铁为大家详细介绍我们的财务表现。
Hello everyone, this is Li Xiang and thank you for joining today's earnings conference call. In the second quarter of 2025, we delivered over 110,000 vehicles, bringing total revenues to RMB 30.2 billion. According to insurance registration data from the China Automotive Technology and Research Center, we captured a 13.4% market share in the RMB 200,000 and above NEV market in China, making yet another quarter where we have top segment sales among Chinese auto brands. As of the end of July, our cumulative deliveries exceeded 1.36 million vehicles. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to those 1.36 million families who have placed their faith in us, as well as our partners, shareholders, and employees for being part of this journey. We launched Li Mega Home in April this year. The sales results far exceeded our expectations, with approximately 3,000 units sold monthly. 14 months after launch in March last year, Li Mega has become the best-selling MPV priced above RMB 500,000 since May 2025, and then the top seller among all BEVs in the same price range since June 2025. These achievements demonstrate our ability to quickly identify issues and grow, while standing as a powerful testament to our product value, as validated by the market and test of time. The refreshed Li L series that we launched in the first half of this year experienced sales fluctuations since June due to sales and service system adjustments and other market factors. Despite these challenges, in June and July, we maintained our top 3 position in the RMB 200,000 and above NEV market. We will draw on Li Auto's ability to thrive in challenging conditions and swiftly complete the restructuring of our sales and service system. This includes enhancing sales and delivery capabilities, building an end-to-end marketing system, and boosting sales team morale. Meanwhile, we will focus on creating value for our users to respond more effectively to market dynamics. We officially launched Li i8 on July 29th, with delivery starting on August 20th. Li i8 showcases our latest innovations and redefines BEV SUVs by combining the versatility of off-roaders, the ride and handling of luxury sedans, and the comfort of MPVs. Its pioneering design is a key reason why users choose Li i8, validating our product philosophy. Since its launch, our focus has been on accumulating positive user word of mouth for this innovative product. We are especially pleased to see a test drive satisfaction rate of over 97%. As customers experience the product firsthand, Li i8 continues to gain momentum. Since deliveries began on August 20th, we received glowing reviews from the initial batch of customers. We expect cumulative deliveries of Li i8 to exceed 8,000 units by the end of September. We're confident that over time, just like Li Mega, Li i8 will establish itself as the BEV benchmark in its price range. Additionally, preparation for our 5-seat BEV SUV, Li i6, is progressing smoothly. We plan to launch Li i6 and commence deliveries at the end of September. Li i6 will expand our product lineup to cater to a broader audience base. To support our BEV launch, we operate the largest charging network among automakers in China. As the automaker with the fastest growing charging network over the past few years, Li Auto strives to empower BEV users with a hassle-free experience. As of now, we have more than 3,100 charging stations equipped with over 17,000 charging stalls. Among these charging stalls along the highways, over 1,000 supercharging stations cover China's busiest 9 east-west and 9 south-north highway routes, a 150-kilometer interval on average. Additionally, more than 2,100 urban supercharging stations are spread across over 260 cities, with an average coverage radius of 3.5 kilometers in first and second-tier cities. We're confident that we'll reach our 4,000 station goal by the end of this year. Our charging network also leads the industry in terms of charging rate. Currently, all of our charging stalls support charging rates of 250 kilowatts or higher, with over 61% being 4C and 5C chargers. All of our upcoming charging stations use 4C and 5C charging stalls, further enhancing the ultra-fast charging capability of our energy replenishment network. Furthermore, we continue to explore and build a new ecosystem for our automotive charging services. In June, we launched China's first pass-through supercharging station in Changzhou, which functions like a gas station. It allows users to stay in the cars while supercharging multiple vehicles at the same time, making the charging experience more efficient and more convenient. We're also testing autonomous charging robots, aiming to redefine smart charging in the future. We remain committed to ongoing investments in research and development to further solidify Li Auto's leading position in intelligence. We believe that intelligence is becoming an increasingly critical, maybe even the most critical driver of users' purchasing decisions. It will also reshape the automotive and mobility industry. We expect our AI investments this year to exceed RMB 6 billion, which will be allocated to infrastructure development as well as product and technology development. On August 20th, we officially rolled out our proprietary VLA large model driver and Li Xiaotongxue agent with the delivery of Li i8. As the industry's first VLA architecture to be delivered in production vehicles, the VLA driver large model is scheduled to be deployed on all the 80 Max models via OTA updates by mid-September. The VLA driver large model integrates spatial and linguistic intelligence with behavioral strategy. It boasts enhanced capabilities in precise spatial perception, chain of thought reasoning and decision-making, natural language interaction just like human drivers, and route diffusion generation and optimal path selection. By adopting a technical architecture that more closely resembles human intelligence, the VLA driver large model significantly enhances user experience in areas such as defensive driving, smoothness and comfort, three-point turns, continuous task execution, and underground garage navigation. Furthermore, through ongoing and reinforcement learning, it can become increasingly adept at understanding user preferences. Meanwhile, our proprietary foundation model, MindGPT-powered Li Xiaotongxue, has evolved from a voice assistant into an intelligent agent. The agent's enhanced capabilities greatly expand the in-car service ecosystem. For example, it can act as a live assistant to connect with food delivery apps and pick up orders at restaurants, or activate vehicles' external cameras and make payments by scanning and paying fees at parking lots. Its memory capability not only increases the diversity of tools, but also makes Li Xiaotongxue more emotionally resonant and personalized. Going forward, we will continue to build our AI capabilities and harness our R&D achievements to continuously advance product iteration and evolution. With the vehicle as a platform, we're committed to bringing the physical and the digital worlds, extending the benefits of AI to every user. Beyond AI, our R&D also focuses on core areas such as electric drive technology and 5C supercharging. For instance, our proprietary drive motors, including key components like silicon carbide power chips, have significantly boosted vehicle energy efficiency and range. Another key R&D focus is 5C batteries. We have developed in-house battery cells and a thermal management system that can better support ultra-fast charging and long driving range. The 5C battery can maintain a high charging power of over 300 kilowatts while it charges from 0 to 80% of SOC. Additionally, the battery lifespan is exceptional. Even after 1,500 full charge discharge cycles in supercharging mode, battery health remains above 80%, which is industry first. We will continue to leverage our in-house R&D advantages to further bolster product competitiveness and optimize production costs by developing key technologies in-house and manufacturing in-house or through joint ventures. Turning now to our sales and service network, a recent organizational restructuring will empower us to build our store-centric user operation capability, which we believe will help boost sales conversion and improve how we communicate our brand and product. Meanwhile, we will continue to define our network structure by expanding and upgrading coverage in major auto parts and shopping malls. We will gradually increase the number of stores in lower-tier cities to reach more user cohorts. To better support our BEV launches, our store expansion schedule has been strategically front-loaded this year. As of now, we operate over 550 retail stores across more than 150 cities nationwide, with net additions of about 50 stores and 700 display spots since the end of last year. Throughout our journey, we have always believed in doing what we believe is right, even when it's difficult. From EREVs V1 and VL series to BEV, V Mega, and the i8, our commitment to developing advanced technology and better products remains unshaken, no matter how much adversity we face. This year, we've demonstrated progress in BEV innovation with offerings like V Mega Home and the i8. Looking ahead, we will remain devoted to creating superior EREVs and BEVs while strengthening our brand. We will continue to leverage technological innovation to lead industry transformation. Through our long-term, persistent efforts, we will aim to provide our users with cutting-edge technology, extraordinary services, and meaningful companionship. I will now turn the call over to our CFO, Johnny, to walk you through our financial performance.
Thank you, Xiang. Hello, everyone. I will now walk you through our second quarter financial performance. Given time constraints, my remarks today will be limited to some key financial results. All figures will be quoted in RMB unless otherwise stated. For further details, including the corresponding US dollar amount, we encourage you to refer to our earnings press release. Total revenue in the second quarter were RMB 30.2 billion, down 4.5% year-over-year and up 16.7% quarter-over-quarter. This included RMB 28.9 billion from vehicle sales, down 4.7% year-over-year and up 17% quarter-over-quarter. The year-over-year decrease was mainly due to lower average selling price caused by product mix changes, customer interest subsidies, and higher sales incentives, partially offset by increased vehicle deliveries. The sequential increase was mainly due to the increase in vehicle deliveries. Cost of sales in the second quarter was RMB 24.2 billion, down 5.2% year-over-year and up 17.3% quarter-over-quarter. Gross profit in the second quarter was RMB 6.1 billion, down 1.8% year-over-year and up 14.1% quarter-over-quarter. Vehicle margin in the second quarter was 19.4% versus 18.7% in the same period last year and 19.8% in the prior quarter. The year-over-year increase was attributable to lower average cost of sales, mainly due to cost reduction, partially offset by lower average selling price caused by product mix changes, customer interest subsidies, and higher sales incentives. Vehicle margin remained relatively stable over the prior quarter. Gross margin in the second quarter was 20.1% versus 19.5% in the same period last year and 20.5% in the prior quarter. Operating expenses in the second quarter was RMB 5.2 billion, down 8.2% year-over-year and up 3.8% quarter-over-quarter. R&D expenses in the second quarter were RMB 2.8 billion, down 7.2% year-over-year and up 11.8% quarter-over-quarter. The year-over-year decrease was primarily due to decreased employee compensation. The sequential increase was mainly impacted by the pace of new vehicle programs and higher expenses to support our product portfolio expansion and technology advancement. SG&A expenses in the second quarter were RMB 2.7 billion, down 3.5% year-over-year and up 7.4% quarter-over-quarter. The year-over-year decrease was primarily due to decreased employee compensation, partially offset by increased marketing and promotion activities. The sequential increase was mainly due to increased marketing and promotion activities. And income from operations in the second quarter was RMB 827 million, up 76.7% year-over-year and 204.4% quarter-over-quarter. Operating margin in the second quarter was 2.7% versus 1.2% in the same period last year and 1% in the prior quarter. Net income in the second quarter was RMB 1.1 billion, down 0.4% year-over-year and up 69.6% quarter-over-quarter. Diluted net earnings per ADS attributable to ordinary shareholders were RMB 1.03 in the second quarter versus RMB 1.05 in the same period last year and RMB 0.62 in the prior quarter. And now turning to our balance sheet and cash flow. We maintain a robust cash position of RMB 106.9 billion as of June 30th, 2025. Net cash used in operating activities in the second quarter was RMB 3 billion versus RMB 429.4 million in the same period last year and RMB 1.7 billion in the prior quarter. Free cash flow was negative RMB 3.8 billion in the second quarter versus negative RMB 1.9 billion in the same period last year and negative RMB 2.5 billion in the prior quarter. And now for our business outlook. For the third quarter of 2025, the company expects the delivery to be between 90,000 and 95,000 vehicles, and the quarterly total revenues to be between RMB 24.8 billion and RMB 26.2 billion. This business outlook reflects the company's current and preliminary view on its business situation and market conditions, which is subject to change. That concludes our prepared remarks. I will now turn the call over to the operator to start our Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you. If you wish to ask a question, please press star one on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. If you wish to cancel your request, please press star two. If you are on a speakerphone, please pick up the handset to ask your question. For the benefit of all participants on today's call, please limit yourself to 2 questions. And if you have additional questions, you can re-enter the queue. If you are a Mandarin speaker, please ask your questions in Chinese first, then follow with English translation. Your first question comes from Tina Hou from Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
感谢管理层接受我的提问。我这边有2个问题，第一个是跟咱们销量相关的，就我们看到今年其实 L 系列的销量还是有下滑，所以想问一下，今年咱们整体销量的目标将如何达成？那管理层计划如何通过从产品、营销还有渠道等方面的调整来实现这个目标？然后第2个问题是关于咱们的芯片，自研芯片，能不能请管理层介绍一下最新的一些进展？Thanks for taking my question. I have 2 questions. The first one is regarding our sales volume, because this year we've seen the L series, their sales volume has been declining. So how does management plan to achieve our full year target through product marketing as well as channel strategies going forward? And then the second question is regarding our self-developed chips. Can management give us some update on this front? Thanks.
我是马东辉，我来回答第一个问题。关于的话销量呢，大家都比较关注。那我们在产品侧的话，大家也都知道，我们有增程车型，还有的话纯电车型。对于增程车型的话，我们会以智能来巩固的话这个基本盘。那理想的话，作为增程技术的引领者，我们将核心通过智能辅助驾驶的深度换新，来强化产品的竞争力。那9月份的话，我们增程全系 AD Max 的车型将会升级 VLA 智能辅助驾驶。那目前的话 VLA Preview 版本的话，已经随着理想的 i8 开始交付的话用户，并且驾驶性能提升是非常显著的。如果是做个类比的话，那好比的话 ChatGPT 4.0 相比的话 3.5 的一个代际突破。并且的话，新版的模型参数规模将达到40亿，较之前的端到端模型的话提升超过10倍，相当于脑容量大幅的扩容。那直接的话带来2个核心体验的升级。那在行车端的话，平顺性和舒适性是显著优化的。然后我们用户的话反馈已经很难区分是辅助驾驶还是人类驾驶。那在泊车端的话 ，VLA 的远程召唤和 VLA 的自动泊车功能也收获了高度的认可，既可以解决用户实际用车的痛点，也能够获得更好的使用体验。从行业视角来看的话 ，VLA 架构高度的切合人类智能进化的逻辑，并且现在更多的同行认可，也加入了 VLA 的研发阵营。那接下来的话，辅助驾驶的竞争核心是迭代树种，关键的话是在于强化学习。那理想汽车的话已经搭建并且启用了支撑强化学习的仿真环境，核心的话是依托世界模型来实现场景和数据的重建和生成。那后续的话将通过这一体系来推动 VLA 模型快速的迭代，保持行业的领先。那在纯电车型方面的话，今年理想的纯电产品线将形成梯次发力的格局，打开新的增长空间。那理想 Mega 月销已经稳定在3000台以上，持续贡献纯电销量的基本盘。那理想 i8 上市后，电端的试驾反馈很好。那目前的话正在推进产能的爬坡，力争在9月底累计交付8000到1万台。那9月份的话，我们将发布理想 i6。那 i6 的设计很好看，开起来的话既舒适又运动，空间体验也很好，精准的匹配年轻用户的需求，有望成为纯电的走量主力。
Translating for Ms. Ma here. There has been a big focus on sales recently, and because our product consists of BEVs and EREVs, so I will answer this question from two perspectives. First of all, on the EREV front, we will solidify our market position through intelligence. As a leader in range extended technology, we're enhancing product competitiveness through major upgrades in assisted driving. Starting in September, all V80 Max models across our EREV lineup will receive the VLA assisted driving system. We delivered the VLA preview version to users alongside VLA delivery. The performance improvement that VLA brings can be compared to the improvements from ChatGPT 3.5 to 4.0. The VLA driver large model has 4 billion parameters, over 10 times higher compared to our previous end-to-end model. This is analogous to an increase in brain capacity. This has significantly improved experiences in two core areas. In daily driving, it delivers substantially improved smoothness and comfort. Many users comment that it's now very difficult to tell apart whether it's the car driving itself or the human driving. In addition, in terms of parking, users have praised our newly introduced VLA summon function and parking functions, as it actually addresses pain points while at the same time giving them better experience. From the industry perspective, we believe the VLA architecture is going to be highly aligned with human intelligence evolution. We're seeing more and more industry participants recognize and join the VLA camp. We believe that future competition of assisted driving will hinge on iteration speed, for which reinforcement learning is the key. The simulation environment required for reinforcement learning has been built and is now operational. The core technology behind this is the world model, which is used to reconstruct and generate the scenarios and data required for reinforcement learning. Moving forward, we will leverage this system to rapidly iterate the VLA model so as to maintain its industry-leading position. That's for EREVs. On the BEV front, this year our lineup with BEVness will be released over time through two major models, gradually opening up new growth opportunities. Li Mega has steadily achieved monthly sales of over 3,000 units, stabilizing our BEV sales foundation. Since its launch, our Li i8 has received very positive feedback from test drives. We're now ramping up production capacity and striving to deliver between 8,000 to 10,000 units cumulatively by the end of September. In September, we will launch Li i6. The model has very attractive design. It drives very well, it balances comfort and sportiness, and has excellent space experience. It precisely meets the needs of younger consumers and has the potential to become our sales driver in the BEV segment.
第二点的话是在营销端我们强调的话区域化，然后根据不同区域的话市场竞争，精准来制定的话政策。销售体系已经调整为总部直管23个区域，核心逻辑就是因地制宜，然后定政策。北方区域聚焦增程车型的推广，重点传递冬季续航里程稳定等优势。那南方区域的话侧重纯电车型，强化节能、空间、智能的卖点，贴合当地的用户消费的偏好。还有我们会加大营销，打破酒香不怕巷子深，核心做透数字化运营，通过搭建精细化的数字化的营销平台，对客群定位、线索获取、商机转化等全链条进行最终优化，精准判断向上营销的投入方向以及投入资金的有效性。那在渠道端，我们会针对1、2、3线城市优化门店的组合，提升获客可转化，核心是做存量的门店优化，调整门店选址，对于位置不佳、客流量不足的门店及时迁移，确保门店的触达效率。同时我们会平衡门店的类型，梳理商场店和中心店的数量比例，利用商场店高获客的优势吸引客流，依托中心店高转化的能力去承接需求，形成获客转化的一个闭环，提升线下的运营效率。另外我们会加快第一线城市的覆盖，采用繁星店的轻量化模式，挖掘增量。那相比传统门店，繁星店的投资更少，开店的周期更短，能够快速的话进入 4、5线城市的核心场景，通过增加门店的密度，提升品牌的曝光度，充分挖掘下沉市场的潜力，为整体销量增加注入新动能。
On the marketing front, we will be adopting tailored strategies for different markets. Our sales servicing system is now built around one headquarter and 23 provincial regions, with the core principle being localization with strategies tailored to local markets. For example, in the northern region, we will be focusing on promoting EREV models because of their range, their advantages in range and performance in winter. And in southern regions, we're prioritizing BEV models, highlighting selling points like energy efficiency, spacious interior, and smart features, aligning closely with the local consumer preferences. We'll increase marketing investment, moving away from our previous assumption of great products will sell themselves. We'll fully embrace digital operations, building a sophisticated digital marketing platform, and to track and optimize the entire consumer journey, from audience targeting and lead generation to opportunity conversion. This enables precise decision-making on online marketing investments and significantly improving campaign effectiveness. On the channel side, for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 cities, we're optimizing our store portfolio to improve consumer acquisition and conversion, with a core focus on optimizing existing resources. We'll optimize store locations. We're proactively relocating stores in suboptimal positions for lower traffic areas to ensure higher consumer reach and operational efficiency. Meanwhile, we'll balance store mix. We're refining the ratio between mall-based stores and central stores in auto parks, leveraging mall store strengths in high consumer traffic areas to attract visitors, while utilizing central stores' high conversion capability to close sales, creating a seamless acquisition to conversion loop and enhancing overall offline operational efficiency. To accelerate our coverage in lower tier cities, we're adopting a lightweight model called Star Plan to deploy stores to unlock new growth potentials. Compared to traditional stores, these Star Plan stores require lower investments and have a shorter setup cycle, enabling rapid development in core locations within Tier 4 and Tier 5 cities. By increasing store density, we boost brand visibility and fully tap into the potential of lower tier markets and inject fresh momentum into our overall sales growth.
This is Ian. Let me share some information about our in-house design chip. The chip successfully taped out and returned at the beginning of this year, and it is currently undergoing in-vehicle testing, and everything is in good shape. We expect to deploy it on our flagship models and deliver it to users next year. It takes about 3 years from setting up the project and to its shipment. As far as I know, it is the fastest among similar efforts. The performance is quite satisfactory. Compared to the most powerful chips on the market, it could provide 2x performance when running GPT-like large language models, and 3x when running vision models like CNNs. We designed a novel data flow architecture in which model computation is mostly driven by data, not instructions like other architectures. And in this way, the chip could achieve higher parallelism at the runtime. And we believe it is more suitable for large neural networks. The data-driven logic is orchestrated by our in-house design compiler, allowing the hardware to be more efficient and running at a higher frequency than most comparables in the market. Quite different from other AI chips on the market, we adopted a true hardware-software co-design approach. The chip, the compiler, the runtime system, and the Halo operating system are designed together from the beginning, so we can vertically integrate these hardware and software modules to a more powerful AI inference system and more easily, and it could keep on scaling in the future. With the landing of VRE models on vehicles, we observed that computing power increase could translate to ADAS performance increase better than before, which means higher the computing power, the better the performance, and it is more predictable. We have very strong confidence our innovative architecture as well as the full stack development capability could become our continuous differentiated capabilities and grow even stronger in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Tim Hsiao from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
管理层你好，我是Morgan Stanley 的 Tim， 感谢接受我的提问。我有2个问题，第一个问题呢是有关于理想销售体系的变革，想跟管理层请教一下目前我们销售体系的调整进展背后的思考和原因，以及我们接下来预期的一个效果。那另外在看到成效之前，这样的一个调整是否会影响到短期的销量和新车上市的节奏？So my first question is about the adjustment to the sales system. What's the current progress of the adjustment to the auto sales system? Would you comment on the rationale behind the adjustment and the result you expect to achieve? In the meantime, could these changes adversely affect short-term sales performances and the pace of the new model launches? That's my first question. Thank you.
我是马东辉，我来回答第一个问题。理想的销售体系8月份做了优化，优化之后的话是总部销售，然后只管23个区域，并且新增了销售运营和市场营销2个部门，重组了门店的选址团队，强化了培训学院，也强化了交付团队。那目前呢，新的架构已经调整完毕，已经进入了正常的运转阶段。那为什么调？我们的背后思考是这样的。那销售体系变革的调整呢，我们采用了我们公司内部的4步法，然后确定这次调整的用户是一线的销售专家，然后锚定一线专家的3大需求，同时落实公司直营体验第一的目标。一线专家有3个需求。那第一个的话呢，是希望有行业竞争力的收入。那我们知道一线销售专家的收入和订单以及线索是息息相关的，所以我们成立了市场的营销部门在销售体系，然后为了是增加的话线上的线索，我们重组了门店的选址团队，也是为了能够增加门店线下更多的线索。新增了平销期的销售策略制定权，也是为了更加贴近的一线来做销售政策。我们强化培训学院，也是为了给一线提供优良的产品传递素材和工具，助力的话一线转化订单。那一线的话，第2个需求是有成长。那我们针对的话一线专家会搭建专业序列和管理序列双通道的晋升体系，会开展店长的专项培训，然后明确的话长期的发展路径，提升一线的稳定性和作战能力。那第3个需求的话是提升效率，所以我们减少了整个汇报层级，进行扁平化的决策，并且我们质量运营团队也建立了专属的反馈渠道，确保快速响应，一线反馈的问题能够被听到，能够被重视，发挥直营优势，解决一线的问题。那最后还是想说明一下，这次销售体系的变革不是被动的调整，而是主动贴合一线的需求，为了夯实直营优势的动作。短期虽有磨合，但是长期将会持续提升用户的体验和团队的战斗力。然后关于新车的上市，组织的调整不会影响新车的上市的节奏，反而支持会更强。那理想汽车新车的上市计划严格会按照既定的产品规划推进。那7月底 i8 已经成功的发布了，那8月20号已经开始第一批的交付。那目前工厂正在满负荷的运转，然后9月底预计交付超过8000台，向1万台发起的话挑战。那接下来的话9月份理想的 i6 也将如期登场。 那销售体系的变革都是在为新车上市提供更加有力的支持，优化销售和服务的流程，提升消费者购车的体验，确保新车上市顺利，实现销量的快速增长。谢谢。
Translating from Mr. Ma here. In August, we went through a major reorganization of our sales team. Now, currently, the headquarters directly manages 23 regions, and we also established new departments for sales and service operations and marketing. We've also restructured the store site selection team, strengthened our training academy, and enhanced our vehicle delivery teams. The new organizational structure is now fully operational and operating smoothly. In driving the sales system transformation, we adopted a four-step approach in internal methodology. The frontline experts clearly are identified as the key stakeholders. We focused on addressing three core needs of the frontline experts, while aligning with the company's goal of delivering the best direct sales store experience. So the first need we're trying to address is to ensure the frontline experts earn a competitive income. The income of frontline sales experts is directly hinged upon two things, order volume and sales needs. We have established a dedicated marketing department to generate more online needs and restructured the site selection team to boost offline foot traffic to stores. We now give authority for sales strategy development during non-peak periods. We've also strengthened the training academy, equipping our experts with high-quality product message and materials and tools to improve order conversion rates. Second, we will provide them with growth opportunities. We've built a dual-track career advancement path for frontline staff, offering both specialist and managerial tracks. We've launched targeted training programs for store managers, clearly defining long-term career pathways. This enhances team stability and strengthens frontline execution capability. And thirdly, we will enhance efficiency. We've reduced reporting layers and adopted a flatter and faster decision-making structure. Now feedback channels dedicated to quality and operations teams have been established, ensuring frontline concerns are heard, addressed, acknowledged, and acted upon. This leverages our direct sales model to quickly resolve on-the-ground challenges. The sales system transformation is not a reactive adjustment, but is a proactive strategic move to better align with frontline needs and further strengthen our direct sales advantage. While there may be some short-term adaptations, in the long run, it will continuously enhance both user experience and team effectiveness. Regarding new vehicle launches, our timeline remains unchanged, and the support is now even stronger. Li Auto's new model rollout is progressing strictly according to our established product roadmap. VI8 was successfully launched at the end of July, with deliveries beginning on August 20th. Our production facilities are currently operating at full capacity. By the end of September, we expect to cumulatively deliver over 8,000 units of VI8 and aiming to challenge the 10,000 unit mark. Looking ahead, VI6 will also launch as scheduled in September. The sales system transformation is designed to provide stronger support for these new launches, optimizing sales and service processes, elevating the consumer purchase experience, and ensuring smooth new model launches and driving rapid sales growth. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Yingbo Zhu from CITIC. Please go ahead.
好的，感谢管理层。我有两个问题。那第一个呢，就是i8上市以后呢，其实它对这个配置有这个调整和精简。那么后续呢，公司的这个产品的这个和 SKU 的这个思路，是不是也有一些变化和调整？那第二个呢，就是怎么看待我们这个3季度的这个销量指引和收入指引？在这个收入指引和销量指引后面，我们这个毛利率水平怎么去判断？So I have two questions. The first one is that i8 has adjusted some of the configurations. What's our future strategy for the product and SKU for future models? And my second question is that how do we evaluate the gross margin level under the consumption of the third quarter's sales and revenue guidance? Thank you.
你好，我是李想，我先回答这个第一个。那我们确定现在会减少 SKU 的数量，回归理想ONE和 L9 时代。每款车，然后把一个配置达到了极致，然后为我们的用户提供最强的产品力和性价比。那另外一方面，在技术平台和产品的更新上，我们会加快迭代的速度。按照我们过去的规划，现在遇到的问题是我们出一次牌，同行呢会出2次牌，所以呢，我们的整个迭代频率相当于让同行看着我们的牌和我们打牌。所以，然后接下来我们必须加速技术平台和产品更新迭代的速度，确保出牌的频率更快。所以我们有信心在2026年，在整车产品力和人工智能体系化的能力上，要超过2022年理想 L9 时代的领先程度。
First of all, we will be for sure reducing the number of SKUs. Back to the time of D1 and DL9, we'll be focusing on a single SKU and making sure its competitive is maximized and providing customers with the best product and value for money. In terms of technological platform and products, we will be iterating faster. The issue we're facing today is by the time we play one hand, our peers have played two hands. The pace of iteration is equivalent to letting our peers see our cards while we're playing. So we must increase the pace of iteration of both product and technology, and to make sure that we can play faster. We're confident that by 2026, both in terms of vehicle products and AI, we will be having a stronger lead compared to the time of L9 back in 2022. Thank you.
And this is Johnny for the third quarter gross margin. I think with the current sales volume revenue guidance, we expect to maintain our gross margin at about 19%. Yeah, just as the second quarter and first quarter. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Paul Gong from UBS. Please go ahead.
感谢接受我的提问。2个问题，第一个呢是关于 i6 的，能否还请管理层多分享一下i6 的这个产品定位、上市节奏、传播计划，在一个可分享的一个信息范围之内更多的一些信息吧。第二个呢是关于当前最新的一个出海的规划。就不知道有些什么样的最新的想法。So my 2 questions. The first one is regarding i6. Within the allowed scope, can you please share more regarding the product positioning, the launching timetable, as well as the marketing plan? My second question is regarding your overseas strategy. Not sure what is latest thoughts, and would appreciate if you can share more color on it. Thank you.
我是理想。理想 i6 我们有信心让它成为中大型5座纯电 SUV 里最具竞争力的产品。那拥有独一无二的外观设计，还有同级别领先的空间舒适性，还有超长续航，还有最重要的续航达成率。那并且搭载了行业最领先的 LAC 大模型，也是我们至今为止最用最好开的产品。那在理想 i6 上，我们也会采用更贴近用户的新的传播方式，把产品的价值和用户体验的价值想得更容易让用户理解。还有就是对于销售交付服务团队的培训也会更到位，然后把直营体系对于用户服务的优势要发挥出来。那最后，然后我觉得在 i6 方面，我们也会，然后这一次认真的、全面的，然后做舆情防御了，对，然后从而保证之前出现的一些问题能够得以制止。
For i6, I'm pretty confident that the i6 will become a most competitive product in the large 5-seater BEV SUV market. because it has a unique exterior design. It has industry-leading space and comfort. It has very long range and one of the best real-world range. It would also be equipped with our industry-leading VLA driver large model. It would also be the best handling Li Auto product till today. On Li i6, we'll be taking a more user-centric, a new way of marketing. We'll be speaking to our product value and experience in a way that users can understand more easily. And for sales, deliveries, and services teams, the training will also be more effective. And lastly, we will seriously take PR defense. We'll make sure that problems are addressed before they're extended.
我是马东辉，我来回答一下的话，关于出海的一个规划。那大家知道哈，理想汽车第一款产品理想 ONE 大规模交付是在2020年初。我们内部把2020年到2024年看成是理想汽车发展的第一个阶段。我们聚焦国内市场和增程的产品。第二阶段的话是2025年到2027年，那销售市场会从国内正式扩展为国内加海外，然后产品的话也会变成增程加纯电。第三个阶段的话是在2027年以后，会是 L4 自动驾驶以及更多新形态的智能体的产品阶段。所以说2025年是理想汽车海外的一个元年。那研发侧的话，我们建立了德国和美国的研发中心。销售渠道侧的话，我们开始正式去搭建海外的销售和售后服务体系，组建海外的团队，建立各类的 IT 系统。那产品侧的话，目前我们在研的2026年的新产品、新上市的产品，都会提前考虑到海外的法律法规。那在整个市场规划方面的话，我们也制定了推进的节奏，我们会主攻中东、中亚、欧洲市场。那海外市场是机遇，也是很大的挑战。比如理想在海外品牌知名度比较低，那海外市场的开拓需要长期能力和时间的积累，我们有足够的耐心和决心。公司已经把海外市场专项定为中长期的战略之一。谢谢。
Translating for Mr. Ma here, when our first product, Li One, was delivered in volume, I was back in the beginning of 2020. We look at 2020 and through 2024 as the first stage of development for Li Auto, where we focus on the domestic market and on EREV products. The second phase is from 2025 to 2027. The markets we sell in will be formally expanded to global and domestic markets, and products extended to electric vehicles. And the third phase will be after 2027, where we will be focusing on L4 autonomous driving and new form factors of AI agents. 2025 is the initial year of our global strategy. On the R&D front, we have built development centers in Germany and the U.S. On the sales channel side, we are formally starting to build overseas and after sales organization and building an overseas team as well as a range of IT systems. And on the product front, all of the products that we're developing to be launched in 2026 will be taken into account global regulations. And in terms of product roadmap, we're also, in terms of marketing, go-to-market strategy, we're also have solidified our overall plan to focus on Middle East, Central Asia, and Europe. The overseas market is both an opportunity and a challenge. For example, overseas, Li Auto is not a very well-known brand, just to name a few of the challenges. So the overseas market expansion will take time and effort, but we have enough patience and resolution. And in fact, the overseas market expansion has been one of the top medium to long-term strategies for Li Auto. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Jing Chang from CICC. Please go ahead.
好的，管理层好。那我这边的话跟进问个问题啊。首先是第二季度，我们看到整体现金流方面的话，可能这个净现金流和自由现金流出的话有进一步扩大。想问一下具体的原因是什么？包括我们可能怎么看待后续现金流的一个情况？那问题的话是关于自动驾驶。那近期也是看到我们自动驾驶团队可能有一些人事变动。包括外部环境方面，智驾监管可能有一定的从严和升级。那是否会影响我们后续 VLA 新法的开发迭代和推送？我来翻译一下。So I have two questions. The first is, we have seen that our operating cash flow or net cash flow outflows further expand the second quarter. So may you explain what's the main reasons and how should we view the subsequent cash flow situation in the future? And the second question about the autonomous driving. So we can see some key changes in our autonomous sectors, and also we see the regulatory tightening on autonomous driving. Will that affect our future development and also our iteration and also deployment of our new VLA functions?
This is Johnny. I will take the first question. I think in the second quarter, as our payment term by the end of last year was 3 months to 4 months. So basically, we are paying off most of the payables of last December, November, and January, February, basically. So this is why the second quarter we have some negative operating cash flow. And as you may know, we have already adjusted suppliers' payment term to 60 days to respond to the regulatory requirements and the industry trend. So basically, in the third quarter, the operating cash flow negative. The operating cash flow used will be enlarged in the third quarter, and we expect this that will improve the cash flow in fourth quarter if we can have a better sales volume guidance in the fourth quarter. Thank you.
我是马东辉，我来回答第二个问题。那今年以来的话，理想智能驾驶团队确实是出现了几例的人事变动，不过人才流动呢，在蓬勃发展的智能驾驶行业也很正常，并且人数占比的话也极少。在此呢，我想衷心感谢离职的同事在理想期间的辛勤付出，我们共同创造了多项行业的首创佳绩。那从团队层面来看的话，理想这家团队有着清晰的组织架构，人才梯队完备，人才储备也是非常充足。那针对近期的变动我们已经选拔出了新的负责人，这些新负责人更加年轻，他们在过往的工作当中积累了丰富的经验，并且拥有国际化的技术视野，能够为团队注入全新的创新思路，并且理想强大的品牌影响力和良好的发展前景，也在持续吸引行业内优秀的人才加入，为团队不断增添新的活力。那关于产品交付的话，我们始终在稳步前行。那目前我们在 i8 Mega 已经交付的 VLA Preview 版本的话，那接下来在小李师傅完整版加按照计划在9月份会推给所有 AD Max 的用户。届时候也会新增 VLA 的指挥功能，为用户带来更便捷智能的驾驶体验。今年11月份还会有一个重要的版本上车，持续为用户创造价值。关于智驾监管的升级，我认为本质上是行业迈向健康有序发展的重要契机。那理想汽车也一直将安全合规视为技术落地的首要前提。 在满足监管要求的进程当中，我们不断优化自己的技术测试和质量的管理体系。那我们在 VLA 开发过程当中的话，我们也始终聚焦用户价值和合规的底线，在安全验证和体验创新之间去寻找动态的平衡。我们有信心和能力保障 VLA 开发迭代的连贯性以及推送落地的确定性。谢谢。
Translating for Mr. Ma here. So to directly answer the question, yes, our assisted driving team has seen a few departures recently, but some level of talent movement is not uncommon in this blossoming industry, and the percentage of people involved are actually very small. So we'd like to extend our sincere thanks to those who have left for their contribution at Li Auto, and together we have truly delivered many great products and experience for our users. Our current assisted driving team operates with a very clear organizational structure, a well-developed talent pipeline, and strong strategic reserves of talent. In light of recent changes, we have appointed new leaders who bring a more youthful energy to the roles. They carry extensive experience from their past work and offer an international technical perspective. We have the kind of innovative thinking that will drive the team forward. And to add to that, Li Auto's strong brand appeal and promising prospect continue to attract outstanding talents from across the industry and bringing fresh energy to our team. We're steadily advancing our VLA product delivery. The VLA preview version we have already delivered featuring out VLA driving, VLA parking, and VLA summon capabilities. We expect to roll out a complete version with Xiaoli Shifu to all the AD Automax users in September, adding the VLA command functions to deliver more convenient and intelligent assisted driving experience. We also have another major update scheduled for October to create additional user value. The increased regulatory focus on assisted driving really represents an important step towards healthy and orderly growth for this industry. From our perspective, a stricter regulatory environment helps the truly capable companies with real technical expertise to stand out. At Li Auto, safety and compliance have always been our top priority when developing new technologies. As we adapt to these evolving standards, we've been strengthening our testing protocols and quality control systems. This not only improves VLA's technological maturity and reduces potential risks, but also helps us to deliver a safer and more reliable assisted driving experience for our users. Throughout VLA's development, we've maintained focus on user value and compliance boundaries, constantly striking a balance between safety validation and experience innovation. We're confident and fully capable of maintaining consistent progress in VLA's development and ensuring its timely rollout. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next question comes from Ming-Sun Lee from Bank of America. Please go ahead.
谢谢给我提问的机会，管理层好。那我这边也是两个问题。那第一个问题是因为我们现在有这个非常多的这个5系的超充站，那我们在未来的话是否会开放给其他品牌使用？那如何运营？那如果假设有开放给其他品牌使用的话，那是否会影响本品牌车主的使用体验？那我第二个问题是如何看待VLA 之后的自驾行业跟技术的迭代方向？那我这边也翻译一下。So right now, Li Auto already built a lot of 5C supercharging station. In the future, will you open your charging station for other brands? How will you operate the charging station? If you start to give other brand to use, will it impact your own brand car owners user experience? And my second question is regarding to the autonomous driving technology. So right now you have a very good VLA technology, but after VLA, what do you expect the development direction of autonomous driving and the technology iteration? Thank you.
你好，我是马东辉，我来回答第一个问题。然后对于理想汽车车主而言的话，使用理想汽车超充的体验永远是最好的。我用4个字来概括哈，这个多快好省。 那多呢是指我们自建的超充桩数量在车企里面绝对是第一的，对比特斯拉的压制比超过了1.5比1。用户在哪里都可以找到我们的充电桩我们实现了 G318 穿障线全线的贯通，实现了9纵9横的高速超充网络核心路段的贯通。那目前我们已经建成了车企规模最大的城市和高速的超充网络。快呢指的是10分钟就可以补能500公里，买一杯咖啡的时间就能够满电出发，快，非常快。好，车和桩协同的智能体验，包括智能的充电规划、预约的充电、即插即用，然后再加上单手可提的轻量化的充电枪，对女性用户非常贴心，非常友好。那省呢是指相比其他品牌的电动车，理想车主会有专享的优惠电价，更省钱，并且理想汽车车主的积分可以抵扣充电的费用等等。那这些不仅仅是纸面上的数字，是用户每天都能感受到的充电自由。关于对于其他品牌开放，我们一直将2C、4C 桩开放给其他品牌，但可能达不到理想车主以上的体验，因为充电过程需要车端和终端的一体化协同。谢谢。
First, translating from Mr. Ma here. For the auto vehicle owners, I can assure that the experience with our charging stations will always be the best. I can summarize the experience with 4 words: coverage, speed, experience, and value for money. First of all, coverage. We're absolutely number one among all automakers in terms of the number of supercharging stations. We have about 1.55 times the number of charging stations compared to Tesla. Wherever our users go, they can easily find our charging stations. We completed the coverage along the G318 Sichuan to Tibet highway route and core sections of the 9x9 highway network in China. We now operate the largest urban and highway supercharging network of any automaker in China. Second, speed. Our charging network supports 500 kilometers of driving range with only 10 minutes of charging. Just the time of buying a cup of coffee. It's really, really fast. And experience. Our charging network provides a very integrated experience between the vehicle and the charging stalls, and with very intelligent charging planning, charging reservation, and plug-in charge functionality. Combining that with our lightweight charging poles designed to be easily handled with one hand and is especially user-friendly for female users. In terms of value for money, compared to the owners of other EV brands, Li Auto vehicle owners enjoy a dedicated preferential electricity charging rates, saving on every charge. And in addition to that, our owners can use their loyalty points to offset our charging costs. These aren't just numbers on paper. They translate into real everyday charging experience that our users can provide positive feedback on every day. Our 2C and 4C charging stalls have been open to vehicle owners of other brands, but those other owners won't be able to have the same level of experience as our vehicle users, because the best experience requires seamless integration of the vehicle as well as the charging stations. Thank you.
我是李想。对，那关于 VLA， 我也说说我的一个看法。就2025年整个辅助驾驶行业，算遇到了至暗时刻，就相关技术和体验在整个上半年的进展缓慢，同时还面临了来自监管的挑战。但我认为这是黎明到来前的黑暗。VLA 是很清晰的通往 L3、L4 甚至是 L5 级自动驾驶的路径，因为它和人的工作方式一样。那我们预测，未来会比人类的驾驶强10倍甚至100倍。VLA 是真正的AGI 的第3阶段的智能体，它的能力提升来自于2个方面。首先是通过人类的数据和基础模型，获得人类的经验，达到和人类相同的水平，类似于师傅带徒弟，大量的应用类似 SFT 和 RHF 的方式给进行后训练。那更重要的是可以通过世界模型生成的环境进行强化训练，也就是 RLAIF。只不过这里的 RLAIF 不是用于训练基础模型的，而是用于直接训练智能体的。举个例子来说， 对，我们近期然后在国外国内经常看到 L4的运营车辆掉到了施工然后场景的坑里，但是在人类世界中这样的数据非常有限，且无法用于训练。对，但是在世界模型中，我们可以把这些坑变成数据资产，生成无数个车辆掉坑的数据，从而通过强化训练，让智能体可以轻松地解决这类的问题。也就是说，世界模型拥有比真实世界更难、更全面、更高质量以及更有挑战的数据和反馈方式，从而解决了人类世界数据过拟合、数据分配不均以及无法剔除脏数据对智能体的影响。我们相信，随着训练迭代和成长，未来2年左右 VLA 可以达到人类驾驶安全的10倍以上。而这背后的挑战是，智能体需要更强的大脑和更强的心脏。大脑就是模型的规模，端到端是3亿参数的模型规模。虽然我们交付的 VLA 已经是40亿的模型规模了，但是跟人类大脑相比，还是有很大的不足。模型规模的扩大会带来泛化能力的显著提升，而对于模型规模的扩大，也需要在端侧部署更强的算力，算力就相当于心脏，通过给大脑持续的供血，从而运行更大的模型。那另外一方面，在世界模型和 RLAS 层面，相比之前，我们可能需要10倍起的推理算力，用以解决 RLAS 训练所需要的环境和数据。我们预测，随着强化训练、模型规模以及算力的提升，自动驾驶的进步速度和成长速度会远远高于以前的任何一种方式。我们相信，未来3到5年里，数字世界最大的智能体应用是编程，而物理世界最大的智能体应用就是自动驾驶。而且呢，我相信 L4级别的自动驾驶将会在2027年实现。
And in fact, in the beginning of 2025 has really been the most challenging period for assisted driving, with technological and experience progress slowing down. At the same time, regulatory pressures have grown. However, I see this as the darkness just before dawn. The VLA represents a clear pathway towards L3, L4, and even L5 autonomous driving, as it operates really in a way like human. Only we can expect it to perform 10 times or even 100 times better than human drivers in the future. VLA is a true agent in the third stage of AI, and we build its capabilities in 2 ways. First, it acquires human experience by learning from human data and the foundational model through large-scale operation of SFT and RLHF to achieve performance on par with human drivers. It's like an apprentice learning from a master. But more importantly, it undergoes reinforcement training within environments generated by a world model using RLAIF to train agents. For example, we many times see L4 vehicles in China as well as overseas fall into traps of, for example, construction zones. And this kind of data is very limited in the real world and cannot be used for training. However, with a world model, we can generate countless variations of cars falling into these traps and enabling the agent to learn rapidly and resolve these issues effortlessly through reinforced practice. The world model provides data that is more difficult, more comprehensive, and higher in quality, and more challenging than real-world data. This approach effectively addresses critical issues in real-world data such as underrepresentation, imbalanced distribution, and the impact of unavoidable polluted data on agent. We believe that ongoing iterative training and development, the VLA will achieve a level of driving safety at least 10 times that of a human driver within the next 2 years or so. The challenge behind this lies in equipping the agent with both a more powerful brain and a stronger heart. By brain, we refer to model scale. The end-to-end model has 0.3 billion parameters, while our VLA model has 4 billion parameters, which remain far inferior to human capabilities. And expanding this scale will substantially enhance generalization capability. Scaling the model will also require significantly more computing power on the device side, which acts as the heart, to supply the brain with the necessary resources to supply larger models. And in the meantime, the realm of world models and RLAIF we will likely require at least 10 times more computing power for reasoning than before to generate the environment and data necessary for RL-AIF training. We anticipate that with the enhancements in reinforcement training, model scale, and computing power, the speed of our progress will far exceed anything we've seen with our previous approaches. I believe that in the next 3 to 5 years, the largest application of agents in the digital world will be programming, coding, while in the physical world it's going to be autonomous driving. And I believe that level 4 autonomous driving will be achieved by 2027. Thank you.
Thank you. As we are reaching the end of our conference call now, I'd like to turn the call back over to the company for closing remarks. Ms. Janet Zhang, please go ahead.
Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact Li Auto's Investor Relations team through the contact information provided on our IR website. This concludes this conference call. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.